Welcome back. Well, another Democrat debate means more hilarious gaffes. So let's take a look at the highlights and lowlights from the old guy who loves to stick his foot in his mouth. That's right, it's time for... No, not him, not him. This time, it's this guy. Okay, so the Bloomberg comedy segment, we love it, right? Here is the little highlights of what he got up to in the debate. We've talked about him already, but just watch this.
Let me say a couple things, and if I can have my full minute and a quarter, thank you. We were awarded. We were voted in City Hall. I'm a mayor. The person that's the top person, in this case, a man or a woman, or could be more than that.
What's he talking about? Okay, who wants to take that one? A man or a woman, or could be more than that?
He's confused now because everybody's throwing out all the third genders and everything, and he wants everybody to be included.
More like the lowlights, not the highlights.
Absolutely hilarious.
That's what actually happened, which is why his campaign had to create a fake montage of making him look good and literally put that out there and say, this is what really happened, but not even $500 million can convince you that guy should be president.
Kaylee, I was thinking the same thing. I love the minute and a quarter.
Yeah, and then
let me get my minute and a quarter, and then there was that panic moment. Now what do I added an extra quarter to this minute, and now I'm going to have to find something to fill in, and it was too fun.
I felt like I was watching. When my son was little, we made him play baseball, and he hated it. And so he wasn't very good at it because he hated it. And going to every game was just torture as a parent because I'd be sitting there cringing and tense and please perform, please. Every time he swung that bat, please say. And that's how I was watching Mini Mike. I was like, please just say anything that makes sense, let me off the hook here as a viewer. I'm dying.
Do you think he's going to get it together for next week? I mean...
You never know if somebody's got a bad night or not. Reagan even had bad nights. But this guy not only looks ill-prepared, this guy looks too old to be president. And honestly, if you're making this many mistakes, this isn't because you're not prepared. It's because you're not ready.
And that's a race that has Biden and Bernie Sanders in it, and you're saying he's too old.
He doesn't have personality. President Trump, Biden, they're vivacious. They go out there, they talk. There's some kind of connection with the public. He just doesn't have
But what's interesting is we've been lamenting on this show for the last few years as Biden's campaign has been collapsing. We're going to, at some point, he's going to not be there anymore, and we won't have the comedy segment that Joe Biden's been providing for us. Maybe we've got a good stand-in now.
We've got a good stand-in with Mike Bloomberg. But look, don't count Sleepy Joe out. Let me tell you, Sleepy Joe, he's napping, but he hasn't gone to bed yet. He might win South Carolina. He might pick up some Super Tuesday states, and then we're going to have talentless Bloomberg, Sleepy Joe, and the crazy socialist.
Well, it's like what a horse race, right? Yeah. It's like Joe's going to come out, and he's going to surprise us, right? He's just holding back long enough.
Well, we hope so. I'd love that.
Yes.
Well, Joe was right.
Comedy segment.
Joe was right when he said, look, a lot of the black vote hasn't come in yet. He's still very popular among black Democrat voters. And, we may see Obama maybe finally step up and lend his voice to this if it gets down to the nitty-gritty, which will help Joe soon. You don't think
I don't think President Obama will not.
If it's between Bernie and Joe, you don't think Obama
But the other thing that happened last week...
It's going to get to Bernie and Joe. It might be Bernie, Joe, and a bunch of other people coming along.
Okay.
But Joe is not strong enough to make it a one-on-one.
Of that debate is that, amazingly, Mike Bloomberg made Joe Biden look good as a debater. It's incredible.
Most people forgot Joe Biden was even there.
I know. He played that smart. Yeah, he just stood around and let the clown show roll, and he just popped in every now and again, and that made him look actually good.
Well,
he didn't do anything.
We'll be watching next week. Hopefully there'll be some comedy moments to bring you, but that is all for tonight. Thank you for being with us, and please come back next Sunday when the next revolution will be televised.